Hidden away in the dark, dusty recesses of your local video library, in the sections farthest from the counter, a place few dared to tread, lay a hidden treasure trove of fantastical works. Works so strange, so uncanny, so downright off the wall bizarre that once seen, few could pass by without feeling the need to experience them firsthand. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jingle, and today I'm going to review what might be my new favorite box set of all time. This set absolutely blew me away. I haven't had this much fun going through a box set in years, which I just get so excited talking about it. We're going to be talking about the Full Moon Fright Box from Umbrella Entertainment. But before we get into that, please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have a lot more horror content on the way, so stay tuned. But let's get into the topic. So yeah, guys, before we dive into the box set itself, I want to just go over the movies a little bit with you guys. I'm gonna pull them all out. I'll show you the box set first of all. But as I talk about the movies, I'm gonna pull them out and show you guys the cover art and whatnot. But so we have Tales from the Video Zone featuring Dollman, Demonic Toys, plus more. Charles Band presents Full Moon Fright Box. You've got Demonic Toys, Dollman, Dollman versus Demonic Toys, and Demonic Toys 2 in this set. I love the back of it. It has like this awesome quote, which I started my video with, but continuing on, it says, from psychotic puppets to intergalactic space cops to monsters made small to slimy sorority babes to feuding vampire brothers, the films of Full Moon Entertainment were nigh impossible to resist. And what's even more remarkable is that most, if not all of them, originated in the mind of one man, writer, director, producer, wonderkind Charles Band. Collected within this prodigious fright box are some of Full Moon's greatest accomplishments, curated for your viewing pleasure. Join us if you dare. So yeah, guys, I had seen Demonic Toys before, but I hadn't seen any of the other films in this set. And honestly, two of the three that I hadn't seen just absolutely blew me away. So I'm going to pull out the contents of this box, and we're going to go through each of them and show you guys. So first we have Dollman. I love how they did the slipcovers on the side. This is a nod to the way that the UK one sheets are. And then there's like a little quote on the back. I'm not going to get into that, but this is just classic artwork too right here. You can even like flip this cover inside out to get it facing sideways to go into line with the slipcase. But we have Dollman. Now, Dollman is a story about Brick Bardo, and he is a badass cop. Like he's basically a cop version of like Dirty Harry or something. Like he's just a complete badass, and he is always breaking the rules in law enforcement and whatnot. And while he's chasing a criminal in a spaceship, he gets transported to Earth and gets shrank down to a 13-inch person the size of a doll. And just telling you guys that totally sets the mood for what you're getting into when you watch this movie. So this was released in November of 1991, and it was directed by Albert Pyun, who is best known for Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I believe we're getting a release of that from a boutique label, if I'm not mistaken. And the story was written by Charles Band. And Brick Bardo, the main character, is played by Tim Thomerson, who just does an amazing job. This also stars Jackie Earle Haley as like the main villain in it. And for those of you that don't know, Jackie Earle Haley played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. And he also played Rorschach in The Watchmen, which is just an amazing comic book movie. It's one of my favorites ever. There's another actor in this that is just wild to me, and when I saw him, I was like, man, I really recognize that guy. It is the guy who plays the asshole neighbor in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is quite possibly my top 3 comedy movies of all time. But he plays the shitty neighbor, and he's in this movie. His character's name is Skyresh, which is just... it's just a wild name. This starts out on like a dystopian, like futuristic planet, and then he gets transported to Earth, and he meets this girl and like gets involved with all like this gang and stuff. And there's some really great like forest perspective shots in this one and the Dollman versus Demonic Toys movie, which I like I said, this Dollman movie it absolutely blew me away. I had never seen this before, and like the vibe, the practical effects, and like the comedic elements of it mixed in with like amazing 80s action or 90s action was just like I absolutely loved it, guys. The gore effects were awesome. There's also a villain that follows him to Earth from his home planet, the one that he's chasing, and it's like this shrunken head on like this UFO, and it's done so well. The effects are insane. But yeah, that's really it for Doll Man. We'll get into special features and stuff at the end. I actually went through pretty much every special feature on this box set besides the commentaries. So that is it for Doll Man. Let's move on to Demonic Toys. Now this one is a classic full moon title. You got the UK poster art there. It's so awesome. This is classic cover on the Blu-ray. Umbrella Entertainment is doing amazing things, guys. Like they are slowly becoming my favorite physical media company. Like, and what's even more exciting is they titled this Volume 1. So if we get more of these, it's just going to be such an amazing thing. I'm so excited for. So Demonic Toys was released March of 1992, and it was directed by Peter Manoogian, and he's known for the Dungeon Master, Arena, and Seed People. Now, the Dungeon Master and Arena were part of the Arrow Video box set, the Full Moon box set that they did, or Empire box set that they did on my shelf behind me, and that set was amazing. That was one of my favorite box sets 2 years ago or whenever that released. So going into this, the vibe of it is going to be amazing with practical effects like those movies. This is about these demonic toys in this warehouse, and this cop that is chasing these two crooks get trapped in this warehouse with these toys that are just like slaughtering everyone in there. It is amazing. The practical effects are amazing. The cop Judy is a total babe in my opinion. Like she is great. There's a toy called Baby Oopsie Daisy, and it is just batshit insane. It's like it's cracking one-liners like Freddy Krueger. Like there's a part where it says like, "Hey lardass, can you shit your pants?" and like just all this wild dialogue. I absolutely love it. There's also a scene where like this security guard just gets mauled to death by these toys, like tortured. I feel so bad for the guy. And then the Baby Oopsie Daisy's like just calling him a fatty and making fun of his weight. It's so funny. And then there's a really, really well done stop motion in this as well, which I'm always a massive fan of stop motion animation. I absolutely love that stuff. So like whenever it's incorporated in horror movies, I love it. And Full Moon is great at it with the Puppet Master series, the Subspecies series. They are just the juggernauts of full or stop motion animation from like the 80s and 90s. They killed it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with Demonic Toys rewatching that one. Like I said, I've seen that one before. It's a classic. But next we have Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. This one I had never seen before, and I actually really enjoyed this one a lot. I love the green color on this. This is classic cover art as well. This is like the VHS cover art. I just saw a sealed copy of this sell on eBay. I was gonna grab it, but I decided not to. But it was in like a lot of a bunch of sealed VHS ones. I mean, I'm just gonna open them and watch them. I love to watch my movies, guys. But this is classic artwork. Probably my favorite artwork out of this whole box set, honestly. So this has pretty much the majority of the cast from both movies returning. It does have like some stock footage from the previous films that are shown throughout this. You could cut probably 15 minutes off this movie from the stock footage, 10 to 15 minutes. And like just watching this one, the score is so good. It just reminds me how amazing of a composer Charles Band brother Richard Band is. He's amazing. He absolutely kills all the music that he does for all these films. Like it is just insane. This film also has Phil Fondacaro in it, which I absolutely love him. He was in Demon Knight, one of the Ewoks in the original Return of the Jedi Star Wars movie. He's top notch. He's actually going to be at a convention this summer that I'm going to, so I'm super excited to meet him. All the toys are back in this movie, plus some plus an additional one that honestly I described it as like a cracked out Major Chip Hazard, but like a giant version of him from Small Soldiers. If you guys have seen that movie, that's another classic movie. I absolutely love that movie. There's a character in this called Nurse Ginger, and she's from a previous Full Moon movie called Bad Channels, so that's also incorporated in this. And her origin story from that movie is straight out of a 50s B movie. I absolutely love that. I need to check that one out. I've never seen Bad Channels, but this one also has just amazing forced perspective shots of just like they're crawling through these vents at this one part, and it looks so real, but they painted these walls to look like vents, but it literally looks like Dollman and the nurse are going through these vents, and like it was really well done. I really enjoyed this one. It was a first time watch for me, and it was probably my second favorite film in this set. So lastly, we have Demonic Toys 2, which is also known as Demonic Toys Personal Demons. I just finished this one earlier today. This one is like so borderline bad, but it's so cheesy, and you know that that's how Full Moon is and what they're going for. So like I enjoyed this one overall. There's a lot of like bad CGI effects in it, but I really like this artwork a lot on the slipcase or on the Blu-ray box. It's really awesome. I love that artwork, and you've got a new toy in it. And I'm not really a fan of the redesigns of like Jack Attack, Baby Oopsie Daisy, because they did redesign them for this movie. Like I said, this one came out in January of 2010, and it went straight to physical media. It was directed by Bill Butler, and another really funny thing about this movie is one of the actors in this is Leslie Jordan. For those of you who know who Leslie Jordan is or don't know who Leslie Jordan is, he was a really famous meme going around. It's this old guy that goes, "Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust." I love that guy. There's a lot of like ground running shots in this movie, like Puppet Master, and I do like the design of the Jester character that they put in this. He's really creepy, and like I said, Jack Attack and Baby Oopsie Daisy are back, and Baby Oopsie Daisy's super sinister. I just feel like they got a little lazy with like the motion and stuff in this one. I didn't really notice much stop motion. There's a lot of CGI in this. There's CGI blood, CGI decapitation. There is some cool possession effects in this movie, which I was a fan of, but overall, it was the weakest for me in this set. So after the movies, you also get this really nice booklet. I actually read through this like months ago when I first got this, but it's just like going through the backstory of Full Moon and Empire Pictures, and it's super interesting. Like you got Terror Vision in it, you got like troll posters from Beyond, all that amazing 80s B movie goodness that they were putting out. They just talk about all of it in here. They also talk about like some action films and whatnot. They talk about Cyborg. But yeah, this book was really sweet. And then the icing on the cake is just you get these amazing standees with all the movie posters. They're actual standees. I haven't put them up yet, but I just showed you one of them. But they all are just the original like poster art, and it's so amazing that we're getting stuff like this these days, guys. And it was loaded with special features. Now, one thing that I didn't understand is on 3 of the movies, it had the same History of the Video Zone feature on it. I like started the other 2 because I was like, oh, maybe it's like something different, but it was literally the same thing that was on all 3 of them. But that's an amazing like 20 to 30 minute behind the scenes shots from like so many classics, Puppet Master, Subspecies, etc. It's really interesting watching Charles Band talk about his Full Moon Empire and how he was such a big fan of Marvel Comics that like he pioneered the cinematic universe and like the movie crossovers and stuff, which is just so awesome to me. He also pioneered special effects with these video zones that were at the end of all these movies. So when these movies were released on VHS, there was a digital magazine he called the Video Zone that he would do at the end of it. It was like a 7-minute video, just like behind the scenes and showing like special effects work and all this stuff, interviews with actors and actresses. And it's just crazy to me that he was thinking to do that stuff back in the 80s and 90s. He really pioneered special features. I truly believe that. It's just so awesome. There's also there's a Dollman Video Zone on the Dollman one. There's a Demonic Toys Video Zone on that one, and then there's a Video Zone on Dollman versus Demonic Toys. There wasn't one on Demonic Toys 2 because I think they kind of quit doing that then. But you get like an interview with Jackie Earle Haley on the Dollman one. You've got interviews with the sculptor of the toys on Demonic Toys. You've got on Dollman versus Demonic Toys. One of the things that really, really blew me away was on the special features. There's 3 hours and 15 minutes of uncut footage straight from the set of them filming that movie. So you can seriously like just sit there and watch what's going on set. Like they're just sitting there with the camera filming like the process of what filming a movie would be like, which is just so awesome to see. This set was just absolutely amazing, guys. I love listening to Charles Band talk about how like horror movies have changed and like how much different the digital age is from the tape store era. He talks about how back then when you would get a movie in a video store, it sold so much more because if you got your videotape next to like Alien and Terminator, you were going to sell so many more copies. Like nowadays, when these movies that he puts out come on Amazon or Tubi or whatever, they are not on the front page. Like you have to know what you're looking for. You have to dig through the dirt to find this stuff. And like, it just goes to show like what the majority of people think of this stuff. I absolutely love it. It is like the golden trash to me. It's one of my favorite things to do is just watch these old shitty B horror movies that are like so bad they're good, but they're so charming. And like I said, it's really interesting going through all these features, and I just couldn't be happier with this set, guys. It absolutely blew me away. Umbrella Entertainment is killing the game. They are an Australian company, but this was region free, so if you don't have a region free player, you can get this and you can play it. Even though it was from Australia, you can play this completely fine. But this box set, it might be one of my favorites ever. Another cool thing, I got a really low edition. There was only 1,500 of these made. I got number 50, which is pretty cool. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this box set. It is amazing. I can't wait to see what's in store for Volume 2, because like I said, they titled this Volume 1, so you know that's coming. I'm hoping it comes out this year, because I'm just so stoked. They can do so many more of these. The Full Moon catalog is so vast, and it's just so much fun. And I hope that this will help like some new people discover these movies and fall in love with them like I did back in the day. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. I just want to come on here and show you guys this awesome box set. If you could please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.